That's it, yeah.
All right, you mentioned you witnessed the crime. Can you tell me more about what happened?
So I had walked in the deli to order food, and these guys were holding the door open for everybody. He had one of the guys had complimented the two girls that had walked in with their friends, and they said no. They weren't attracted, so he called them names. They called him names back. He walked down the block angry. And then like 2-3 minutes later, he comes up and starts banging and kicking on the glass door, trying to get in.
So he comes back to the bodega?
Yes. He left and came back. And he's banging on the door. They locked the door. Then he walked away again. So they unlocked the door so everybody could leave. So the second they opened the door, he ran back into the door and started attacking them. They get right in front of the deli. They're fighting. And then a guy in all black had stabbed one of the girls in her neck and the other in her arm and ran. So then everybody gets to attending her. One of her friends take off their shirts and start putting compression on her neck to try to slow down the bleeding. And she was gushing blood just down her entire body, covering the street inside the bike lane. And that's when we called 911 and they showed up and pulled her. And last time I saw her, she was like full flat, laid down, unresponsive, getting on the hearse.
Unconscious?
Yes.
Wow. And how old these girls were?
I know the girl that got stabbed in her neck is 19, and her sister, and I don't know how old her sister is.
Just a teenager?
Yes, over stupid stuff.
And what about the guys?
The guys look in their early 20s. No older than 25.
And how often do you notice stuff like this around, this area of Brooklyn?
I've only seen regular fights that only happen for a couple seconds. I've never seen somebody full on get stabbed and possibly murdered ever in this area. There's usually zero problems with
over someone getting rejected.
Rejected simply, and they just escalated it. I don't know if they were sober or not, but it's just, this was unnecessary as hell. Actually, I do. His friend was telling him, you're drunk, let's just go. So they're not sober. They get rejected and they just escalated tenfold. Like we was all having a good night before this.
When you say we, did you know the girls?
Not personally, but we was at a party.
Okay.
And we just had left, and we went to the store to get food. We was all getting sandwiches or like beef patties just to eat. We're hungry. We want to go home, and this happens.
Well, sorry that you had to experience that. And anonymous, right?
Yes.
Thanks again. Appreciate it.
No problem.